The Mario Kart Wii time trial standards have existed for over a decade as a testament to what can be achieved at the very pinnacle of gameplay. Achieving each standard gets exponentially harder as you rise through the ranks and set faster and faster times. And in the past few months, I've begun slowly working towards getting a full God sheet. These have been long, intense grinds where I've dedicated myself fully to each track in the hopes of achieving its ultimate prize. But not all standards are built equally. You see, Mario Kart Wii has been broken now more than ever, and because the times needed to achieve certain ranks were decided so long ago, some standards on the combined standards list have become super easy to achieve. So in today's video, we're going through 8 of the easiest tracks to get our total God sheet tally as high as possible. I'm Jacob, and this is the 3rd installment of my God sheet grind. Now, the reason why I'm able to tick off 8 tracks in today's video is due to glitches being discovered on each of these tracks, which are relatively easy to pull off. Most of the time these are ultra shortcuts, which let you skip nearly a full lap, like in the case of GCN Peach Beach and N64 Sherbetland, both of which I set glitch times on earlier this year in their own respective videos. So with 2 tracks already down, let's kick this video off properly, on a track which doesn't use an ultra at all. Toad's Factory. By getting a high clip from these moving boxes, you can fly over the lake to reach this conveyor belt turn in the factory. This saves roughly 1.5 seconds. The easiest way to achieve this glitch is through the use of a ghost, which lets you know if you're on a good pace, and then drifting, releasing the accelerate button, shrooming and wheeling. It's pretty precise, and I've never tried learning it before, so let's give it a go. I used Logan's tutorial to get an idea for the basic inputs, and then set out into my attempts. It took me around 30 minutes to get a feel for the trick. These close fails were a good indicator that I was just pixels off of the positioning needed to get a high clip. And sure enough, before long, I had a high clip.
First clip! First clip! First clip, let's go!
And it would be an hour later when I would have my next attempt.
Accurate.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Come on, dude! Come on, okay.
Unfortunately, my nerves got the best of me, and so I not only hit a box on lap 2, but also hit a stomper on lap 3, which made my final time over a second slower than my no shortcut PB. I had set my first run using this new to me high clip though, so spirits were high, and the following day I was determined to set a time. I hopped back on to warm up and immediately my attempts were better than the day before. It took just 15 minutes to get a close attempt, and a flurry of them followed. It seemed all I needed was minuscule adjustments to get another high clip, and around an hour into my attempts on that second day, that's exactly what I managed.
How is that not making it, man?
Very unfortunate. To be so close that I'm literally inside the alignment ghost going over the wall, but this failure just meant I was closer than ever. Half an hour later, I had another attempt.
Come on. No, dude, come on, man.
I was beginning to get clips off the box with some degree of consistency. Pretty much every 15 minutes I was getting a high clip.
Dude, not again, man.
And all that I needed to do was make it over the wall one more time.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay. $149. Let's go. Let's go, dude.
I will be revisiting this track, and it will likely have another dedicated video, so if you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any future uploads. But this video specifically is about getting the easy God standards, and beating Toad Factory's God time of 150.7 was my only goal for now. Moving on from clipping a box though, let's try a pole instead. SNES Ghost Valley 2's pole clip allows you to skip the first corner of the course by getting a high clip from this start line pole. It's a bit of a Hail Mary to attempt though, as you have to guess how far you need to turn before shrooming, blind and spin drift clipping to the other side of the track. Even after making the high clip, you have to hold together 2 fairly decent laps to beat this track's God standard, so all I could do was load up the track and try my best. So that's exactly what I did. I loaded up the track and prepared for a fairly lengthy grind. I'd come to this track before and never had much luck with clipping the pole using the Bowser bike. But I was track hopping and thought, why not give it a go, eh? And sometimes all that's needed is a little bit of luck. Because just 5 minutes into my attempts that day, this happened.
Let's go, dude! Come on. Gold standard? Lock it. That'll do it, I think. Does it? It does do it. Oh, let's fucking go, dude! Oh, let's go, man!
Another super quick grind came unexpectedly from a track with the tree clip, on Mario Circuit specifically. The God standard here really only requires the glitch to be performed on 1 lap, but since I was already planning to learn a new method for going for the glitch, I set caution to the wind and decided that a run with 3 glitches, 1 on every lap, would be my goal. This method that I'm going for is a much easier and, as I found out, much more consistent way of clearing the invisible walls on the track. There are faster methods, but for the purpose of this video, a decent run with the triple tree clip like this would be all that is required. Let's load into the track for the first attempt live.
My former PB, my 111, I believe uses the old strap, and it does it, like it drives the first lap, and then does it twice. Oh, that's helpful. Wait. Okay, that's actually nuts. Let me lock in to try and do another one, because that was actually so nice. Okay.
Not bad for my first attempt into the track. This feels like it won't take too long to get a 3 for 3. Let's go again.
I spent maybe 10 minutes in service pack, lined up, attempting this, and I didn't get it as clean as that ever. And then I spent another, 5 minutes. Dude, this is free. Is it actually free? Like, hello? Yeah, another 5 minutes making this alignment ghost. And that's all I've done. Dude, what? There's no way I get this. There's no way, right? There's no way I get this within like 2 attempts. Dude! Is this a sub? Is this a sub 110? Bro, I'm just happy with this. It is! This fully is! Wait! That's... 4-minute stream, anyone?
I mean, you can't really beat that. Genuinely, my second attempt at going for triple glitch on Mario Circuit gets my goal. Improvable? Yes. Improvable right now? No. With that, we have already knocked off 5 more courses on our Godsheet grind. So let's move on to another easy glitch to achieve, this time by clipping a sign, as we go over to DK Jungle Parkway. This track has multiple ways of performing its glitch, namely the tree clip where you have to precisely align in the off-road, high clip from the tree, get lucky with your interaction in the horizontal wall on top of the start line flag and go through the mountain. The other way is a little more fun. This is the sign clip. By wheeling up to this sign at a good angle, you can start to clip off of it. Then you can spin drift to both gain height and rotate your bike to line up for when you shroom and hit the top of this sign. This has the same horizontal wall properties which are utilised in the faster method of this glitch, and when touched allow a 20 frame window in which you can pass through a vertical wall. In this case, the side of the mountain, and then we use the boost from the mushroom to clear the gap over the water to the bridge. Next is to turn around, hit a required checkpoint and drive forward to complete a lap in no time at all. Okay, it's about 25 seconds per lap, not no time, but it's still 20 seconds faster than a no glitch run would be. That might sound like a lot, but trust me when I say it's much easier, albeit slower, than the world record method. Now usually the sign clip is performed using the Mac bike, but because of my history with attempting this glitch during 32 track speedruns, I have some experience and a solid alignment with the Bowser bike. That being said, getting through the wall sometimes just won't work, for reasons which are beyond the comprehension of the great divine. Before getting into attempts, I'd like to quickly remind you of a couple of things. Firstly, I'll be going to ESA Winter, not just to play the aforementioned 32 track skips category and hopefully showcasing this amazing glitch for the first time live ever, but also doing a glitch showcase for Mario Kart Wii, which you simply will not want to miss. These runs will be happening on Sunday, February 8th at the time shown on screen right now. Secondly, in preparation for that showcase, I will be doing a marathon stream going for the world record in 32 track skips category from January 13th over on my own Twitch. I'll be live 24/7 until I break the record, or the record breaks me. With that being said, let's get back to DK Jungle Parkway. My goal here is similar to that of Mario Circuit. A 3-for-3 run using the sign clip on every lap. Most attempts look like this. Aligning and then either hitting the sign or getting a clip and hitting the wall. The latter of these fails generally means I've done everything correctly but just didn't get lucky, which makes this category pretty frustrating. So to make this mammoth task more bearable, I decided to cosplay as the very character who owns this course.
There is nothing that can stop us. Nothing that can stop us from achieving our dreams. Let's play some DK Jungle Parkway, baby!
Within 10 minutes, I was able to get my first attempt onto lap 2, and within half an hour of starting that stream, I was getting attempts to lap 2 which were ridiculously close to getting into lap 3. In under an hour, I did have my first attempt to make it to lap 3, and
NT, man. NT. It's over.
I was already unbelievably close to achieving my goal. I had one thing going for me, and that was my clip consistency. I had a pretty specific lineup using shadows and road textures, which allowed for high consistency. But even with that, there was really just no way to tell how long a 3-for-3 run would take to achieve. It would be almost exactly an hour from my first 3-lap fail to get another chance at glory.
It's over, I think.
And half an hour later, I was right back to the beginning of lap 3 again. Each lap 2 fail hurt, but the lap 3 fails, especially the close ones, stung more and more. All I could do was reset and hope the next attempt was luckier than the one before it.
If I fail?
Sure enough, nearly 4 hours into the stream,
you get it.
I had this run.
Like, but it doesn't reset when you hit something. Okay. Slow, but it's fine. Oh my days, that was awful. It's fine. Yeah, slow as that one I've had in quite a while. Okay. Of course it happens on this run, but sure. Here we go. 3 for 3 attempt. Number, I don't even know anymore. Nope.
In this grind, I was usually resetting on lap 1 if I didn't get through the wall first try. It just didn't make sense to keep a run going if it failed that early on. But maybe because I was losing my mind, or maybe because the stars aligned to make it so, at 11 PM I started an attempt, failed my first try, and didn't reset.
That bit there, and we get it. Third try, that's so annoying, man. Whatever. Whatever. That's actually so bad, man. 46 seconds. That's just driving a regular lap, bro. Like... Don't give me 3 for 3 on this attempt. Don't do it. Don't do it. Actually, don't do it. I will not play this track until next year if I get a 3 for 3 here. With this run. Oh my god. PB. PB with a 3 for 3, I think. PB with a 3 for 3. That's so funny. That's so funny. I'm done with this track. I'm done with this track till next year. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny.
After that kerfuffle, I think the best thing to do is go to something much simpler. One of the most notorious tracks in the game. That's right, it's Maple Treeway. The Maple Treeway glitch is also one which performs during high-level 32-track skips attempts, so it's probably a good thing I'm getting my practice in. Here's the deal. Drive a lap, use the boost from this ramp to get into the out of bounds, align with this corner, shroom, wheelie, lean back to make it back on the track, That then allows you to do this next skip after the cannon, which takes you to the final straight of the track to cheese yet another god standard. I won't bore you with how I failed my attempts here, but after making a glitch on lap 2 and making it back to the track with my third mushroom, I was able to get both a fast lap and 3 lap god standard time with a 2:07.3. This time is actually pretty solid for a single shroom safe-ish glitch run, and if I improve this in the future, I will try to do so by going for a 2 for 3 or even 3 for 3 glitch run using newer methods. Without further ado, it's time for the final track of the video. That's right, it's Coconut Mall time, baby!
You just got coconut mauled. Share this with all your friends to totally coconut maul them.
There are loads of ways to get into the out of bounds and to drive the car park as well, but I'll just be doing a super simple, easy Bailey entry, where you align with this stain on the ground, turn to face the edge of the escalator, shroom and nosedive. Yep, that's it, and it's pretty fast too. Again, the optimal vehicle is the Mac bike, but I'm a cool kid, so instead of being a normie, I'm going for my already practiced method using the Bowser bike, thanks to my speedrunning prowess. My goal here was a sub 40-second time, and it took me maybe half an hour of attempts to get this. So, there we have it. 8 additional times to add to my god sheet. Some are pretty good, some are pretty bad, and some are just straight up funny. But while I can improve them in the future, my focus now can shift to the harder time trials and full game speedruns. If you want to see my full timesheet, I do now have a players page which is linked in the description, or you can head over to my second channel to see the god times that I've grinded for already. Thanks for watching.